Good morning, guys. I'm going to be doing some potato reset prepping today. I am actually doing my potato reset today, but I'm not prepared in the slightest. So I want to show you everything I do to get prepared for a potato reset. First and foremost, it means I have to go to the shops and I have to buy a butt ton of potatoes. So I'm going to go and do that right now. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you all the different things that I make to get myself ready and prepared so that I never run out of potatoes again in my entire life. If you want to know, I'm going to be doing a 2-week potato reset and I'm so excited about it. If you want to know why I'm doing a potato reset, stay tuned for tomorrow's video where I kind of explain it all. But today, let's just get prepared. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do before I actually am able to eat any potatoes is I need to go and buy some potatoes. So I am ready. I am going to be running to the shops to go and get some potatoes. I might have to do 2 runs because I want to buy a lot of potatoes and I'm excited because I want to get some exercise in. So 2 runs to the shop for me, getting my movement in. Come on, Amy, I'll show you when I get back. Okay, so I have just been shopping and I am back with loads of things. I could only really bring what I could carry and I was a little bit limited about that. But I really wanted to get some movement in, so I ran to the shops. So anyway, so I have got myself 2 massive bags of potatoes. I'm very excited to get into those. And I also got myself, oh no, hold on, I thought I just got 2. I got 3 bags of sweet potatoes because I know that I quite enjoy sweet stuff, to be honest. So I know I love a regular potato. I'm going to go hard on those, but I do every single day need some sweet potato in my life just to balance that out, to give me some sweetness. So I also picked up some carrots and a couple of broccolis as well. Again, I would have picked up more, but this is all I had space for. So anyway, so that is what I've got for my potato reset preparation. I do also have potatoes going on in here, so it's not like those are my only potatoes, because rule number 1 is to get as many potatoes as you can. Fill your house with potatoes because you never, ever, ever want to run out. So, okay, so let me show you what I'm going to do with these potatoes. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to prep these sweet potatoes. So I'm going to leave 1 bag for doing like sweet potato chips when I fancy something crunchy, definitely. But the majority of the time, I just love a ooey gooey sweet potato that's like perfectly caramelized and squidgy. So let's get these babies ready. Oh my gosh, I got so many sweet potatoes. I am so excited. And they're all tiny. So I think they're going to be very, very sweet and delicious. So the way that I do my sweet potatoes is first I'm going to give them a little scrub. Then I know that a lot of people say you don't need to, but I always stab it with a knife. I don't know why. I have gotten into the habit of doing that and I just can't help myself. So I'm going to stab them all. Then we're going to whack them in the oven. I like to do mine in the oven for a really, really, really long time till they're like bubbly and the goo's coming out. And then my little boy Abe loves to eat the sweet potato caramel at the bottom. So I'm going to save that for him with a spoon and he's just going to go to town on that little mess. So, so let's do these sweet potatoes. All washed, let's go stab them. Okay, so as you can see, I've got a ton of sweet potatoes. So I just put them on about 180 degrees Celsius. And I kind of check on them intermittently, but I'll always check them after an hour. But I tend to leave them for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, depending on how the size of the sweet potatoes and also depending on how many I've actually got in the oven. So let's pop these babies in. Boom. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to be doing to get prepared is I'm just going to be steaming a bunch of potatoes. Now, I like to have steamed potatoes, not only to eat immediately, because when they're hot and delicious and steamy, that is just like the best thing ever, but also so that I can put loads in the fridge to have in a moment's notice, to heat it up in the microwave, or to take it out with me when I leave the house so that I don't get hungry, and to turn into like loads of other things. Grated hash browns, I do chips, there's loads of different things that you can do with a cold potato. So it's one of my favorite things to have in the fridge. So, muffins, I've left rice in the Instant Pot, right? Time to clean this bad boy first. Okay, now we're all clean. I am just gonna steam these babies up. So what I like to do is I put like a cup or 2 of water in the bottom. Just enough to cover the bottom. And then I've got this little steamer insert that I just pop in here, put all my taties on top. Obviously, if you do not have an Instant Pot, that is totally fine. You don't have to do this. You could just steam it any old way that you like. This is just the easiest way that I have found to steam them, so that I don't have to think about it, I don't have to wait around and see if they've overdone, not done enough, blah, blah, blah. So I'm actually going to use some of my smaller potatoes for steaming, because I feel like sometimes if I do a big fat potato like this in the Instant Pot, it doesn't cook all the way through, so I'd have to chop it in half. But actually, these big fat ones are fantastic for doing mash if you're wanting to peel anything, or some chips, whereas these smaller ones are perfect for steaming and just keeping in the fridge. So I'm going to go in with a bunch of these small babies. So I always fill it right up to the top, because otherwise it's just a missed opportunity for more potatoes. So anyway, there we go. I'm going to whack these in my Instant Pot. I do them on manual for 10 minutes, and then I let it release naturally, and they are always perfect every single time for me, as long as they're kind of like this size and not this size. If it was like this, cut it in half. So I'm going to go and whack these on. Then I've only got one more thing that I want to get prepped today for my potato reset. Please excuse the very messy Instant Pot. Oh gosh, I cannot even see. There we go. All sorted. Okay, so last but not least is I'm going to prep loads and loads and loads of mash. So mash is one of my favorite things to eat on a regular basis, but especially when I'm doing a potato reset. It's fluffy, it's filling, it's hearty, and it's super low calorie density because it's got loads of moisture injected into it. Low calorie density foods are foods that are high in water. So when we add loads of extra liquid to this, these are going to be some of the most low calorie density form of potatoes that we can have. So yes, let's do a lot of mash. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this entire bag of potato worth of mash. Now, should I peel it? Yeah, I'm going to peel it. Thing is, you don't have to peel your potatoes in order to do mash, obviously, but it's so much smoother and creamier and a little bit fluffier when you do. So I'm going to put in a little bit of extra effort, and I'm going to have the most creamy mash in the universe. And I'm very excited about that. So let's do it. Okay, I'm in the deep. I've done loads, but there's still loads to go. I am debating whether peeling them was the best idea because I'm bloody knackered. But I'm going to persevere because the mash is going to be very good. Yay! I'm done. I've done all my potatoes. Oh my God, I feel like I've just gained so much muscle. Okay, so I am just gonna chop these bad boys up, and I'm gonna put them in my biggest pot ever. And let's boil these babies. I highly recommend that if you're going to be embarking on a potato reset, spend a little bit of time and do a little bit of prep in advance. I mean, you can definitely make mash and boil potatoes every single day on the go. However, it's just so much easier if you do a little bit of advanced prep, get loads of stuff done, and then you can just go about your day. Everyone's day is super busy, and you can just crack on, and you can just heat things up, and you can turn it into other stuff. One of my favorite things to do with potatoes, mashed potatoes, is turn it into a potato pizza. So we know that I'm going to be doing that later for sure. Okay, there we go. Lots of cold water. Now I'm just going to stick this on, and let's boil these babies. Okay, so my potatoes are all boiled up, and now it's time to drain them and mash them. Let's do it. Oh my gosh, I've got so many potatoes here. I'm so excited about this. Should I get some more water out? Okay, so I like to keep my mash very, very simple. You can obviously add loads of other things to it. I'm just gonna go for soy milk and a little bit of salt. You can obviously choose any plant milk that you want to keep this quite neutral, so that I can do loads of different things with it and take it any kind of flavor direction that I want in the future. I like to mash my potatoes until they are creamy smooth. I don't want any lumps in here. Plus, this is a great arm workout as well. Let's have a little taste. Oh my gosh. That is divine. Mashed potatoes in and of themselves, I think, are one of my favorite foods on the planet. So that is all my mash done. Now I'm gonna let this baby cool down a little bit before I put it in some Tupperwares and try and fit it into my very full fridge. Wish me luck. Okay, my sweet potatoes are now also done, and look how caramelized those babies are. I like them so that they are super, super squeezy and squishy. These are gonna be delicious. Again, I'm gonna let these babies cool down. Oh yeah, and all my potatoes are steamed up as well. So now I've got literally as many potatoes as I could possibly need for the next few days. So this is a very messy end to my unorganized video, and I apologize about that, but I am a real person and I'm keeping it real. I didn't have a chance to film putting everything away into nice Tupperwares and putting it in my gorgeous fridge, because my life doesn't work like that. But what I can show you is that I've got an extremely messy kitchen, but I've got loads of potatoes prepped. In here, I've got loads of mash. No, it doesn't even have a lid. In here, I've got all my sweet potatoes. My kids have eaten loads and I've eaten loads. I'm gonna need to prep some more. And I've got all of these little potatoes left over in my Instant Pot. No, they're not even gonna fit in the fridge, so I'm just gonna leave them out here on the counter like a messy person. Hopefully this gives you an insight into my crazy life and how you can do a potato reset. Even if you don't have a beautifully organized fridge and a lovely kitchen, you can still make it work, and you can still do loads of meal prep to have a really successful few days. So I'm going to be doing this kind of prep every maybe like 2 or 3 days, depending on how much I eat and what I decide to eat. And I'll try and keep you guys updated. And I'll show you kind of what I get up to along the way in terms of meal prepping and all that kind of stuff. But if you want to see what I'm eating for the next 2 weeks following the potato reset, stay tuned, because I'm going to be filming every single day as per usual, obviously. And the final thing I just wanted to say is, if you guys are at all excited and want to jump in and join me on a potato reset, I am actually going to be launching my 7-day meal plan, potato reset meal plan for maximum weight loss this Friday, and I am so excited about it. It's going to be super affordable, and it's jam-packed full of all of my favorite crazy potato recipe concoctions, and I'm just so excited to be launching it, because what I'm going to be doing, which is even more exciting for me, is I'm going to be doing my own potato reset meal plan from next Monday, from Monday the 20th of March, with you guys. I'm going to film how I do it, how I plan, how I shop, how I prep, and what I eat every single day, doing my own meal plan. And I'm also going to be creating a little private Facebook group where we can chat and we can have fun in there, and kind of see how we're going and see the progress in there. So I thought that that could be really fun. Let me know if you guys are excited about getting involved in something like that down below. But anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed and appreciated this realistic prep with me video, and I'll see you tomorrow.